A very good afternoon to one and all over here. I literally thank each and everyone who thought that I am a role model to speak over here. I thank Sir to inviting me over here. Last year, I missed a function from State Bank of India saying that I was not available in India, Hyderabad. So I missed that function of in 2019 because I was in Delhi. Initially, the thought came to me of becoming a pilot was in 2003. I was sitting in my granny's place in summer holidays, learning mehndi designing, so that it was just a skill to improve myself. Just don't get dependent on anyone. In order to apply henna on my mother's hand, my mother used to search for someone to have henna on her hand. She was very fond of henna. So at that time, it was my ninth standard holidays. So I thought of learning henna. Why my mother should be dependent on someone when I can learn something, when I can develop that skill. So by applying henna on my hand, I just came across a newspaper stating that all over India there are 3 women pilots. Not even a single was from my community. I was like, why? Why not us? Why can't we? Like within hijab, within our religious guidelines, whatever is there laid down in our religion, why can't we follow those guidelines and approach the sky? There was a little thought in me that whether I can afford for that or not, because me, including me, there are three sisters and one brother. So it was a thought of me that whether God will help me out in reaching this state or not. But literally, to be very frank, after 10th standard, I opted maths, physics, chemistry as my options, so that I can become a pilot in future. Literally, without having a thought that whether I am stable or not financially. Then, after completing intermediate, I approached my parents, stated that I want to become a pilot. They were like, "What? How? How did this came to your mind?" I said, "This is the case. I want to become a pilot." My mother said that we can't afford this much, but let's give a try. What's the process of becoming a pilot? My father used to work for a bakery. So at that time, my mother said, okay, fine, let's see what will happen. Then my grandmother said, no, join an engineering college, become an engineer, stand on your feet, then think about it. I said, okay, fine, I'll join MSET coaching classes. It was free of cost. I went there, I did the classes. There I did the introduction ceremony of the editor-in-chief of Siyasat Daily newspaper, Zadai Khan Sahab. He asked me a question when I was on the dice that your English fluency is good. Like, from where have you studied and what is your goal? So I said I studied from New School, Isa. I did my intermediate from St. Anne's Junior College, Mehdipatnam, and now I want to become a pilot. He was shocked and he told me that once you complete your MSET, kindly come and meet me in my office. I went there. There was 2 to 3 friends of him who were knowing the industry very well, and they were like, in Muslims, how can you do this course in burqa, in hijab? No one will allow you to fly the aircraft. How can you just go there in this hijab and burqa? It's not allowed. It's a male-dominated field. But there was a spirit which was there in me which encouraged the sponsorer for me to sponsor for this training. He, from day one, helped me out in my education. The editor of Siyasat Daily, Zaid Ali Khan sir, helped me out in my education. And meanwhile, he asked me that if at all, if you didn't get a job in aviation, what would you like to do? I said, I'll do UPSC. I was interested in IAS also. So I did BSc graduation sidewise from B.R. Ambedkar Open University so that I can do 2 together and have a degree in my hand. If at all I don't get into aviation, I don't get a job in aviation, I can pursue further with UPSC. That was a thought in my mind. Then after completing, I completed my graduation in 2013. Same time I completed my this course of aviation. I got my license in 2013. The thing is, the thing came to my way. It was like, where there is a will, there is a way was my school motto. The will was there in my heart, but the way was from the God. That's what I can say. Being a woman is not like you can't do this, you can't do that. That's what I believe, and that's what I have in my mind, that nothing can stop you until you don't stop yourself. That's what you have to build up in your thing. You have to encourage your own self. You have to motivate your own self. There is no one else who can stop you. Your parents will come to you to say that, yes, you did a good thing. Yes, you are equal to a 10. You are not a daughter. You are equal to a 10 sons. That's what my mother says to me. That I am proud to have a daughter like you. That's what my parents tell me now. That we are proud to have a daughter like you. The thing is, a daughter is not a burden on a family. It's a blessing on the family. That's what I say. It's not just we have 4 daughters in our house. How can we survive? How can we make them study? It's all God who blessed you with so many daughters. It's God who blessed you with a wonderful, beautiful thing of nature. Whenever one of my friend asks me why all over India only Women's Day is celebrated, why not Men's Day? I said, because you, as a man, is born to a woman. That's why it's celebrated all over the world. Without a woman, there is no existence of a man. That's what I said him. And he was like shocked. He was not answerable to my question. Is it possible that a man can be born without a woman? No, not possible. Because the nature itself has blessed the woman to be powered, empowered, and be beautiful creature of the world as woman. Be happy that you are blessed to be a woman. And now when I have a daughter, she asks me, why should I study? Mama, why should I study? Why should I do at this particular age? She is in first class. So I said, if you want to listen madam from someone, then you have to study. If you want to say madam to someone, then you don't have to study. You have to encourage your own self. You have to motivate your own self to reach whatever you want to do. I request each and everyone over here to please cooperate with the women and empower them, encourage them to being empowered, because an empowered woman is the proud thing in the nature. Thank you everyone.